Pressure washing is one of those industries that has become so incredibly saturated. It's one of those things where you can just go outside, flip over a rock, and you're going to find three or four pressure washing companies. So, with that being said, because it's become so commoditized, a big question is how do we stand out and how do we compete with all of these different companies? I use the word companies a bit liberally because there's a lot of guys who don't even have insurance, they don't have website, they don't have any reviews, and you're still competing with those same guys for the same customers. Then you're also competing with top tier companies like Shack Shine and Rolling Suds. These big time franchises who are coming in and very high level operating a business, and you're competing with both ends of that. So, how do we stand out and maximize our number of leads while also trying to minimize the amount of time that we waste doing in person estimates and whatnot? And that's where Autobidder comes in. Autobidder as a whole, first of all, we understand that pressure washing as an industry has become commoditized. And when something becomes commoditized, it no longer really matters how long you've been in business. I mean, it's pressure washing. From the customer's perspective, we're not installing a roof, right? We're not installing a $20,000 kitchen or doing electric work. There's not a lot you can mess up. So, from the customer's perspective, it doesn't matter if you have 20 years of experience. Now, if you were, building custom furniture, then yes, 20 years of experience certainly matters. Pressure washing is exterior cleaning. It's basically exterior janitorial services. So, in order for us to win, we understand that experience doesn't really matter that much anymore. The number of reviews doesn't matter that much anymore. Review still carries a little bit of weight, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't carry nearly as much as it does in other industries. What matters in a commoditized industry is speed, efficiency, convenience. Customers are used to Amazon Prime. They're used to ordering something and getting it the next day. Microwavable food, fast food. We're used to getting things instantly. And beautiful things with pressure washing, a lot of these companies, especially the smaller ones, they get a little bit in over their heads. It takes them a while to get back to a customer when they fill out a form on their website or whatnot. The idea with Autobidder is to be the very first company to hit that customer's inbox. So, for example, customers looking through different companies, the first thing that a customer wants to know before they fill out, before they do anything, the first thing they want to know is, can you do what I need you to do? Say, I need my roof cleaned. I need my windows cleaned. I need my house washed, whatever. First thing they want to know is, I want to find a company that can do it. Once they have the company that can do it, they want to know what's the price going to be. And usually, with pressure washing, because it's a low ticket service, it's very common that when a customer fills out a form or they call you, you're the only company they call. It's like half the time. Now, there's a lot of time where they're going to get two or three different estimates, right? Now, our idea, our vision with Autobidder is that a customer, when they go through the form, instead of being like the traditional website forms where they fill out the form and wait for you to get back to them, they fill out the website form and they have their price instantly, an accurate price, not some random made up price, but an accurate price that they can expect to pay, along with, your sales process where you're using videos and tools to kind of guide them along. That's the idea with Autobidder. Now they get their instant price. You send them an email. You say, hey, we're going to follow up. We're going to confirm that this price, is accurate. And then we're going to follow up with you. But the key thing is they're that first one in their inbox, right? Now, and that's also a great lead magnet. Compared to a lot of pressure washing companies, they're not good marketers. They don't know, most pressure washing companies, they probably don't even know what a lead magnet is. For those of you who don't know, it's basically an incentive for your potential customer to give you their contact information. Now, a lot of times they're going to do it anyways, but what we're trying to do with Autobidder is to incentivize them and basically increase the odds that they're going to do it. And it sounds really simple, but if you try Autobidder, split test it with a standard form, you will see a huge increase in the number of leads you get. And the beautiful thing is not only does it increase your lead flow, but it's higher quality leads. And the leads are already pre-positioned to some extent because they've gotten your price. Now, let's say the price is a bit higher. You have a little bit of flexibility where you can give them a better deal. If you call them and say, yeah, they say the price was a little bit higher, you have some flexibility where you can come down if you need to. But the other way, it doesn't really work that way. You have to, a lot of people, they still do in-person estimates. And don't get me wrong, there's still room for in-person estimates, especially if the job is, over $2,000 or you feel like it's going to be in that range, then yes, in-person estimates make sense. Some customers are very adamant about it. Most customers are not going to be demanding of an in-person estimate. And I'm very, very clear. Some pressure washing companies, I've talked to some certain guys, and they're very adamant about doing in-person estimates. They say, I do an in-person estimate, I can close better, I can upsell all this other stuff. That's fine and great. First of all, Autobidder has great upselling capabilities as well, without needing to, waste your time out there. I shouldn't say waste your time, but you get my point. Um, so that's basically my 2 cents I wanted to make this video for. I wanted to talk about how Autobidder allows you to sort of differentiate yourself from the market. It allows you to have a better lead magnet. This, great for your Facebook ads, great for your YouTube ads if you run those, and whatnot. So if you watched this far, I'm going to say thank you. And if you haven't tried Autobidder yet, sign up for a free trial and give it a try.